As we know, Donald Trump had ran a campaign largely based off of rhetoric of building a wall on the southern border and kicking Mexicans out, and illegal immigrants gotta go, and fuck refugees, and fuck Muslims and all this stuff. So it's St. Patrick's Day, the day I'm recording it, of course, and the Irish Prime Minister was apparently also at a joint press conference with Donald Trump. And the Irish people, I believe they were a colony of Britain for a long time, Ireland, and the Ireland potato famine occurred because of massive greed by wealthy people. So they have suffered a lot, and they came to America as immigrants, tons of them. I think Bill O'Reilly's one of them, just letting you know, because O'Reilly's an Irish name. So I'm going to assume that, because there's no other way he would have gotten here unless he just, at a totally different time, totally unrelated, whatever. But regardless, that's probably how his whatever came here, his beginnings. And the Prime Minister of Ireland knows about this. So basically, he gives a tribute to immigrants. He promotes immigrants, and he makes them feel better, and he gives a pro-immigration speech right in front of Trump while he's right next to him. Trump doesn't seem to have a very good reaction. Irish Prime Minister Enda Kenny used his time spent at the White House on St. Patrick's Day to issue a subtle rebuke to President Donald Trump's immigration policies. Speaking at the White House with Trump standing right next to him, Kenny relayed the long history of Irish immigrants who came to America and thrived there, despite being resented and hated by many. It's fitting that we gather here each year to celebrate St. Patrick and his legacy, Kenny said. He too is an immigrant, and even though he is, of course, the patron saint of Ireland, for many people around the globe, he is also the symbol of, indeed, the patron of immigrants. That's what this country is built off of. Don't let any motherfucker tell you anything else. This country is the strongest it is. It has the biggest military, is the world power. I don't know if it's the best economy. I would assume it is, by far, but it's not because of nativism or white inbred people and, inbreeding and just all this shit, right? And isolationism based on race. No, it's all because of immigrants and migrants and all this different stuff. So this idea that you would then go back on that and still try to be this powerful nation is just fucking stupid. And we all know it, right? Well, not all of us are, our fellow Americans who are Trump supporters and massive nativists like Richard Spencer, who, by the way, received $2 million in government subsidies, ironic as it is. But anyways, they go on. Kenny went on to explain that in past centuries, the Irish were the wretched refuse on the teeming shore, who nonetheless believed in the shelter of America and the compassion of America and the opportunity of America. Totally true. So the Irish, when they first came, were treated really horribly by the Americans. But they ended up becoming Americans because they assimilate. And this whole thing is just, I really like it, because this idea of alienating all immigrants is ridiculous. Because again, like I said, this country is built off of immigrants, but morally it's a wrong thing to say that people who, for example, are suffering the Irish potato famine, those famines and just war-torn countries, and the fact that, you just say, oh, they can't come or whatever, that thing is just disgusting. And anybody who is from the Republican Party who says it is just massively hypocritical, because you're supposed to be part of the party of family values and morals. What happened? So I really like what the Irish Prime Minister had to say there. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.